Completely. All right, well, it's July 7th, 2:30, and doing our budget hearings in Safe Streets. You're up.
Yes, thank you. Well, good. Here. How's that?
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you about Safe Streets program. We're a program of prevention and recovery services, and Michelle Both is our executive director for prevention and recovery services, and I'm Judy Wilson, and I'm office manager and National Night Out program coordinator, and we work with all different kinds of things like Neighborhood Watch program, the Safe Streets Coalition, and then we do a lot of presentations as well throughout the city and county. But we're excited about about Neighborhood Watch because, you know, last year we tried to have our goal at 60. So we had 58 neighborhood English speaking and 11 Spanish speaking. So we had 69 last year. Now that doesn't mean that the neighborhoods don't gather. These are the ones that we specifically attend. Now, of course, with the COVID, it is a challenge this year, and some of them are doing it by Zoom. Some of them are doing it by Facebook Live. Some of them are just wanting us to mail information. So I have mailed information to 140 neighborhoods. We have 116 city neighborhoods, and we have 24 county. Now, we have some neighborhoods that are kind of half and half county and half city. So those aren't really specified. They're just kind of, you know, in the majority of it. If they're the majority of the city, then we just count them as a city. But just like Rolling Meadows, half of our neighborhood is city and half of it's county. We are, of course, utilizing a lot as far as dissemination of information. We're using our social media, and we're happy to tell you that those that are looking for our safety tips and to keep our neighborhoods safe, we had more than 2,115,315 people last year that viewed our social media. That was up from 535 that we had in 2018. So everyone now is more, I think, on social media as far as quick information. So we're happy to disseminate that to them. Now, also our Spanish-speaking language media, we had 62,980 for 2019, but 2018 we only had 32,589. So we're double there again as well. You probably know Melanie Burgess, who's our Shawnee County dispatch. She is working on the east side in the county there, trying to get some neighborhoods divided out, as you will, their boundaries. So, you know, if you have a smaller neighborhood, then you get to know your neighbors better. So she's working on that. And because of COVID, of course, everything I've sent to her email. And I did get a call this morning from her next door neighbor, and they're ready to go for a new one whenever we can meet and organize a little bit better. We do phone trees and email trees for them for all the neighborhoods. So this is one way that they can, you know, get to know their neighbors. Of course, a lot of them do the Facebook. A lot of them do maybe brochures or information that they pass out to their neighborhoods. So it's just a lot of different ways that the neighborhoods, you know, pass out information and look after one another. I did get another email last night for another new neighborhood. So we're excited about that as well. So the numbers are going to go up. But right now, that's where we are. We do have one more, too, and I'm not sure if it's half county, half city. It's the Rock Fire off Southeast 45th Street, and they want to have a new neighborhood watch, too. So I'm in contact with Martha Lutz, who used to be, you know, with the Shawnee County Sheriff's Office, and she's kind of heading that one, so we're glad to have one there as well. Of course, you know, our National Night Out is really popular, and this year we've changed the date from August the 8th to October 10th. We didn't change the date necessarily, but National Association of Town Watch did. They're kind of over the National Night Out, and they give us information. Of course, there are about 58 million people that participate in National Night Out, and so we're really glad to be a part of that. Now, so far, we have 43 neighborhoods that have signed up, and I checked my emails this morning. We have 2 more, so we're up to 45 already for that, and 5 of them are definitely in the county. So, you know, the whole neighborhood is county so far. Of course, it's early, you know, now, since it's now October event. But then we always meet at the library, and we have about 100 people that come for every meeting. Well, of course, the library's closed in the evenings, and so we couldn't meet. And because we have 100 people, that's over the limit as well. So everything now is emailed to all the neighborhoods. So they have that. I would tell you that over the past 5 years, we've kind of doubled in size. Last year, we had 80 neighborhoods and 12,000 people that participated that one day. And we had 450 people that were Spanish-speaking that had their own event. So we're glad that 450 of them were able to attend. And of course, you know, I have to let you know that last year, Topeka and Shawnee County is number 5th in the nation. A population our size, which is 100,000 to 300,000. And since we're, you know, Topeka, Shawnee County, we're in that number 2 category, but we are number 5. I wanted to let you know, too, about the people that are ahead of us in the ranking. The Woodlands, Texas, Orlando, Florida, Rochester, Minnesota, and Modesto, California are the 4 ahead of us. And of course, you know, with their large population, they're almost right up there on the 300,000 population. But I thought it was really funny, I did get a call from Orlando, Florida the other day, and they said, well, can you give us some tips on your National Night Out? And I thought, I don't think so. No, you know, you're number 2. Now, I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do, you know. But anyway, we are proud to be in the 5th ranking. And, you know, the neighborhoods really work to keep the crime down, and they think this is a good social time, you know, get to know your neighbors and all about it. So we're really excited about that. Of course, you can't tell I'm, you know, not excited about it. But anyway, of course, the Safe Streets Coalition, you're familiar with that. We meet once a month normally. But of course, the Overland Station's closed, and we have, you know, over the limit of people. So we're doing something different with the COVID. We are doing Zoom meetings. Last month, we did a live stream on City 4. Now, March and April, we're okay. No, February and March, we're okay because we had it before the COVID hit. So we did have our meetings at the Overland Station. But we're always anxious to see how can we, you know, disseminate the information better and have a good participation. So we're always glad, you know, to help with different meetings that the coalition kind of has this initiative, whether it be the Substance Abuse Task Force, it could be Lock It, Remove It, or Lose It, or any other ones that, you know, specifically people have requested. Of course, we do have the Champion of Character at our meeting, and the award is for demonstrating character that significantly improves the health, safety, and quality of life in the community. And the last ones we've had have been people that have saved lives. The last one was a person had a heart attack in the driveway, and a person across the street ran over and did CPR and saved his life. Had he not been home and been there quickly, he would have not made it. So we did recognize the 2 last month for that particular thing. So anyone can nominate anyone, so if you have anyone you'd like to nominate, just let us know, and we'll be glad to help you with that. Of course, Safe Streets does a lot of presentations, and this can be anything from safe property management training that we do for landlords and apartment managers. Maybe it could be maintenance people in apartments or people who want to be landlords. And this kind of geared specifically for them, and we have that twice a year. We also do other safety presentations. the last one we did was realtor safety, and Kirk and Cobb called and wanted to know if we'd come and do safety for their employees, especially for them to be safe when they show houses, what things do you want to do and not do. Also, Capitol Plaza Hotel called, wanted to know if we would talk to their employees about how to be safe for them as well as the people who come into the hotel. So we did that. And Sertoma called and wanted to know if we would do a safety presentation for them, which we did. So, in 1995 was when Safe Streets came here from Washington State, and we've been working continuously to make Topeka a safe and healthy community. We would like it to be free of substance abuse and crime, and the neighborhoods are working really hard to do that. And we're always there, to help them with anything that they need. So we really thank you, and hope that you'll consider funding us again for $15,000 for this year. Do you have any questions at all I can answer?
What are you hearing from neighborhoods as far as crime? Or is there particular crimes that are worse than others that you?
Well, here lately, from those that have emailed or contacted me, since it's, everybody's staying at home, they've had a lot of drug houses. And so they want to know, what can we do? We think we have a drug house down the street. So this is what we tell them. You don't want, of course, to confront them, because that's not good. You get yourself shot. So the neighbors around, keep a log, like the day, the time, the kind of vehicle you saw, the kind of person you saw there, how long did they stay. And at the end of the week, then they would send that to the county, if it's to the sheriff's office, if it's county, if it's city, it would go to the police department. And the reason that they want that is so they can build a case. They don't want to just catch one person buying or selling, but they want to take the whole group down. And this is what happened at a rental house across the street from us. It took a while, and that's what I tell them, be patient, but this will work, and you'll get them all together. So that's one thing.
Have you had any of the small towns like Rossville, Silver Lake, have they came to you and for presentations or wanted to form groups there?
Rossville participated in National Night Out, and so did Auburn. Like I said, this is kind of new as far as, since we had to change the date, people are a little bit later registering, but I look forward to having them to come on board with us as well.
Very good.
Didn't Silver Lake participate as well? I think they've participated in the past.
They did.
Yeah, I've been to the Auburn.
But they just haven't yet this year. But I did get 2 more this
A
morning.
little bit later in the year, in October, it won't be as hot, too. 'Cause
Exactly.
I know last year, it was a scorcher of a day. It was
It
a
was.
scorcher of a day back at last year at National Night Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great event.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years ago, I hit 6 of them in one day
Yes.
and sampled about 15 different types of homemade ice cream that day.
I'll warn you now, it is impossible to go to all of the
I know,
National
and it-
Nights Out in your district.
In these districts, in my city council district, I was able to hit almost all of them. So,
I remember from my years at the park department, it was one of the worst weeks of the summer because everybody wanted to park mode the day before their
Exactly.
event.
Exactly. Yeah.
We were trying to hit
Yeah.
every park in town, it seemed like, but anyway.
And they do schedule a lot in the parks and the
Oh,
community
yeah.
centers as well.
Yeah, They were scrambling.
Yes, they
They
do.
were scrambling.
They do.
No.
This year too, you could go to several pancakes feeds, like 7 in the morning if you want. Several of them said, well, even though it's October, we might want to have it early because I understand that's a KU State game that day. So they don't want to give up not having National Night Out, so they thought, we'll just have it early.
there you go.
So, but I'll send you the list so
We
that
don't
you
get
know.
to eat pancakes, we have to flip them.
Oh, is that what it is? Since you're celebrities, they want you to
I don't
to
know
do
if we're
them.
celebrities, but
You're a celebrity for Topeka.
Public servers.
that's what we are.
I won't stand up because it's kind of silly to do that, but one thing I do want to mention that Judy won't mention is she works all year long trying to get additional funding and support.
I do.
So Dillon's and Honeybee and you name it, freezers, I mean, they're all, and every year we have some additional partners. And it's unfortunate we can't meet because a lot of people, we get them, like, people live in that coverage. And I thought I'd mention too, I think one of the young men who we recognized for champion character, he did CPR. So I asked him afterwards, I said, have you ever done that before? And he said, no, but I got trained as a lifeguard.
Very good.
Yeah, he was a senior.
Are there any grant opportunities for your organization or?
For Safe Streets for
Yes.
National Night Out and our Neighborhood Watch,
Yeah.
they're very hard to get. So that's the reason for National Night Out, I try to write grants like to the Community Foundation, to
Local.
Prairie Band Potawatomi. We've got a grant in there to help us with it as well. West Star, well, now Evergy, gives us some money for that. Core First did last year. I haven't heard yet this year. Federal Home Loan Bank. They're all small amounts. They're not large, but it helps us to get through the program for
Very
National
good.
Night Out.
Very good.
If you have suggestions, though, please let me know. I'll be glad
I'm
to
thinking,
to
I'm thinking.
write- to write them.
Always looking.
Yeah, always looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
No.
Well, I really appreciate your time,
Thank you very much.
and I'll be sending information to you along.
All right.
Okay, thank you so
Jill, thank
much.
you.
That concludes for today.
We are done.